Hello everybody and welcome back to your Atlanta Falcons franchise mode here on Next Gen Madden 21. We're here in week number 2 as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady get ready to take on Matt Ryan and those Atlanta Falcons now. Matt Ryan coming out of here. We all know what happened to him last week. Hoping to change that. Now before we hop into it, Justin Fitzsimmons is the rookie that we drafted in round number 6. He was a hidden dev, and since Ricardo Allen, we kind of seen him get beat last week, I just want to see what we have with Fitzsimmons at least. So we're going to start him this week just for now. Now, as you guys can see, the Buccaneers are coming off of a close win against the Miami Dolphins where Tom Brady played great, made no mistakes, but it was that run game that really helped the Buccaneers. We'll see if they can have that in today's game. Now, one guy we're going to have to stop is this guy right here, Mike Evans. This guy last week had 7 wrecks, 70 yards, and a touchdown. I think the key for the Falcons to winning this game this week is by stopping that guy right there. So, we'll see what happens. Atlanta, they have a lot of improving to do on the offensive side of the ball. But here we go. Week 2 is off and underway. 26 will take it from around his 5-yard line, take it out to about the 24 there. And taking a look at these offenses real quick as Tom Brady walks out on the field, you can see what he did last week. As far as scoring, the Bucs had 4 touchdowns last week. 3 of those coming on the ground, 1 being a touchdown pass, so 4 total though, where the Falcons only had 1, and that came from the air. Now, on paper, if you're looking at last week's performances, the Buccaneers have this game in the bag, but you know it's a rivalry. Anything can happen, and on 2nd and 7, Tom Brady would step back and throw this one away. 3rd and 7 now, as the Buccaneers go 5 wide now. Buccaneers like to air it out, but you know they also have a good running back as well, and I think that's what makes them so deadly. And right there, Mike Evans, that's going to be a key factor. Atlanta's going to have to stop him. There's his first catch coming early. 1st and 10. Tom Brady steps back, man in his face. He gets it off. This time to his tight end, who will be shy of the first, make it 2nd in inches. And we'll see here what happens. It's a play action on 2nd and inches, trying to catch the Atlanta Falcons off guard there with play action. It's not going to work. Beautiful sack. And speaking of sacks, that's Atlanta's first on the year. Again, they came into this game with 0 on that stat sheet as well, as to where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers came into this week with 2 sacks as a team on their defense. Well, Atlanta, they get their first one, and they cause the Buccaneers to stall here around the 50. So after that punt, we'll see Matt Ryan and this offense come out around their 21-yard line. And again, Matt Ryan, he's all eyes on him as he got benched for a drive last week. The veteran, said that, hey, he knows he's got to play better, and that's what he's going to try and do. Steven Clements comes out. Wow, rookie running back right there, 11-yard gain. Big play for him. 1st and 10. Another handoff, Steven Clements, this time getting brought down for a loss on the play. Set up 2nd and 11. And Matt Ryan, shotgun formation, will stay in the pocket this time. Quick pass, almost intercepted. And that's something, again, threading the needle there. That was close. Matt Ryan stepping back this time. Guy in his face, can't get it away, and he gets sacked. And that's a big defensive stand by Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, looking at the interceptions coming into this week, the Buccaneers defense has 2 interceptions, as to where Atlanta's defense has 0. This Atlanta's defense is trying to make something happen as far as turnovers go. One thing I would say Atlanta's defense is good in is the red zone. They're 100% at stopping the team that enters the red zone, despite, obviously they've only had 1 stand that they've had to make, and they did make that stand. So there's another good defense drive for Atlanta, or should I say defensive stop, as they make the Buccaneers go 3 and out, and now we get to see Matt Ryan come back out onto the field. It's a handoff, Steven Clemens, who's going to take it up. He has room, fighting for a first down. That's another 11-yard gain. And there's his stats last week, 12 rushes. And they won't give him the first down. They say second and inches. So Matt Ryan steps back in the pocket. Pressure coming, man wide open down the field. It's Gage Jr. taking it. No one gonna catch him. Touchdown, Atlanta. And he jumps into the fans. They push him out. That could possibly be a fine. I don't know. Are you allowed to do that as the away team? He says, and that goes to show the rivalry here. Gage Jr. ran right to the fans and jumped in, and they push him down here, and he says, what? You don't like that? Well, guess what? It's going to happen. It's going to keep happening. We're going to win this game. And there's the next-gen stats. But later in the game, Tom Brady trying to answer back here. 1st and 10. He'll stay in the pocket, dump it down to another guy that we haven't even talked about, Chris Godwin. This guy, you can't sleep on this guy either. And now Tom Brady is in the zone. So 1st and 10, man in motion, going to the left side here. Expect a run, possibly. It is up the middle. A move. He's got space and brought down. That's Jones. As long as we can keep him under control, I feel like we have a good shot at winning this game. 2nd and 2, though. Another handoff to Jones, who's getting a very good gain. And 1st and 10. And now the Buccaneers spread it out here. Tom Brady had plenty of time, dumps it down. A beautiful pass right there, caught. There is an injury, and they lose the Marpet. That's their top offensive lineman. That's a big loss right there. 1st and goal. Handoff, Jones. He's getting stuffed. Big play right there by Atlanta. And that dominating direct tackle. Now Tom Brady steps back. He dumps it down there, and like I said, Atlanta is good in the red zone, but so is the Buccaneers as they have to dump it down. It's the rookie that we drafted getting the pressure. Let's take another look at this. Pratt, the rookie. He gets in there, man. Putting pressure on the GOAT, Tom Brady. Now, the Buccaneers up to this point were 100% in the red zone. 4 for 4 and 4 touchdowns. Coming out of all of those 4 drives. Now, they're still 100% on the year. They're 5 for 5, but now one of those is a field goal. So 4 touchdowns in the red zone and 1 field goal out of their 5 attempts. But I'll take that as a win for Atlanta. A team coming in here 4 out of 4 with 4 touchdowns in the red zone, and we stop them to a field goal. Yeah, I like that. So that's a good start for us. 7-3 here. Now Falcons spreading it out. We'll see what the Buccaneers do to it. Matt Ryan leaves the pocket. Last time he did this, he fumbled it, but this time he will slide down and be smart with it. And here we go. Tampa Bay looks to be trying to play the pass here, and it's a good call on defense. Matt Ryan, though, is going to throw it. He tried to force it, intercepted. And this is what we're talking about. Matt Ryan is just not playing good football right now. That's the 4th interception on the year. And I just want you guys to know, I don't know why Smith was running straight. He was supposed to slant this game. You can't rely on that robotic cut this year. Like, sometimes they don't run the actual route that you put. But there it is. I mean, I'm not going to take anything away from that. That's a good, clean. He cut the route off at perfect timing, kind of ripped it out of Smith's hands. But, yeah, Smith was supposed to cut left there. He wasn't supposed to keep running straight, so I don't know. But anyways, Mike Evans starting to get heated up here. Now, we got to talk about the Buccaneers. You get a turnover like that, you want to make something happen with it. And they're back in the red zone again. Again, they're 5 for 5 in the red zone. Can they keep it like that? And that was actually a tackle right there by Justin Fitzsimmons. So, congratulations for him. Now, Tom Brady stepping back in the pocket. Screen play. He feels the pressure. He throws it. It's intercepted. It's intercepted by the big man himself, Davidson, the direct tackle. The chances of you getting an interception as a direct tackle are slim to none in your whole career. Dance it away, my friend, because you earned it. Go ahead, sign that ball. Someone give him that ball, put it away, because that's his first ever career interception, and it probably is going to be his last one. And he tried to take it too. He was running, And that's just Tom Brady, the GOAT, the best to ever do it, making a mistake. He is human, and he shows it right there. Now, of course, the big man ain't going to take it back all the way, but he does get us across the 50. Look at this, man. This is something to celebrate. Look at the way he's holding the ball. He's not used to running. But, man, what a play. Atlanta looks like a whole different team this week. Now, we will have to settle, obviously, for a field goal and take it into halftime, 10-3. Now, again, not as much offense as I would like to see, but, again, it's our defense making a statement, getting a turnover, bailing Matt Ryan out, and, yeah, this is still a game, obviously. It's close, but we're going in halftime with the lead. Now, speaking of the league, around the league, we're going to take it over down south where Carolina is taking on Miami, and Miami finds himself down despite Tua being 6 for 6. It's not all about just playing perfect. The Panthers are looking like a good team this year. Now, out in Cincinnati, oh my goodness, what's happened? Joe Burrow 1 for 4 in the first half. He's only thrown it 4 times, and he threw an interception. It's 28-0 out there. And then out at Minnesota, the Vikings taking on Lamar Jackson, by the way, who just signed a $275 million contract for 7 years. He's there to stay in Baltimore, and he's trying to lead them and show them why he's worth such a big contract. And now we're back here in Tampa Bay, where Matt Ryan is trying to show that he should start. Now Matt Ryan staying in the pocket. He's going to scramble out to the right. Throws it. Oh, overthrown, but I think there's contact there. I don't think that was pass interference. I think that's a bad call, but hey, we're going to take everything we can get. We're not going to argue. So we do accept that. 2nd and 6, but oh my goodness, this offensive line, I will say that. They are struggling to protect Matt Ryan this year. 3rd and 15 now. Matt Ryan stepped back. Man in his face, and that's 2 sacks back-to-back. So it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. We'll have to punt this one away. And Tom Brady's loving it. So here we go later in the game. Tom Brady gets the ball here. He's going to step back in the pocket. Quick release to Chris Godwin. And he's 13 out of 15 on the day. He's playing damn good football. 1st and 10. This time another pass. Tom Brady's going to find his tight end this time. And another quick dump down. Makes it 2nd and 4. Tom Brady in the zone. Dumps it down to his tight end. Once again, this man's eating. Tom Brady likes to check down to his tight end right there. That's his 3rd reception on the day. 1st and 10. Across the 50. Tampa Bay goes. It's a handoff. This time, it's Jones who's got nothing but space. And a bad angle taken by the rookie Justin Fitzsimmons. And the Buccaneers and Ronald Jones II are tying this ball game up. And that's just devastating. To see your defense give up like a 47-yard rushing touchdown. What happened here? I mean, I know it was a bad angle taken by the rookie, but what happened at the front line there is unexcusable as well. I mean, everybody just got locked up, and this man just embarrassed our defense. And that's the one thing I'll say that scares me with the defense. Though they've done really good up to this point, they do let big things like that just randomly happen. As Matt Ryan gets loose, he scares me every time he leaves the pocket. 2nd and 2 for this offense. Matt Ryan trying to answer right back here. Throws a pass. That was a dangerous pass, but it's caught by Jakeem Grant there. It's a good catch for him. 1st and 10. Across the 50. The Falcons go. Matt Ryan steps back. He's got Calvin Ridley wide open on the left side. Beautiful catch right there by Calvin Ridley. 1st and 10. Atlanta's offense looks a lot better this week. Matt Ryan steps back in the pocket, dumps down to Hurst, who makes a man miss and then bullies his way across the 1st down, makes it 1st and goal. And we're headed into the 4th quarter with this game all tied up. So man in motion now. It's a handoff to Ito Smith, who fights and touchdown. They say he got it. The Buccaneers say no, he didn't. And It is under review, but I think it's going to stand as Calvin Ridley goes up to the stadium there. Oh, and he's taunting them. Yeah, this is a rivalry. Those fans don't like it. We're going to take another look at this, make sure it stands here. Slow motion replay here. It's a handoff to Ito Smith, and he meets one-to-one and fights through, and right here you'll see he reaches out, and yes, he does cross that line. So 17-10. How will Tom Brady answer back? He has all time in the pocket, finds Mike Evans. 1st and 10 here. Shotgun formation. Tom Brady is in the zone. He's going to dump it down right here, number 10, and he's going to show the speed and gets up to around the 50, make it the 49. 1st and 10. Tom Brady steps back. Once again, has time, but there's a flag. I think that's holding on the play. And yes. So that one is going to go back. 2nd and 20 later after the holding penalty. It's a play action. Not fooling anybody here. Oh, a nice little flick out right there to the tight end. But, I mean, that's not going to get you much. 3rd and 17. The Falcons are okay with that. We'll see what they do here. Tom Brady not liking anything he sees, so he dumps it down to his running back here. And his running back's going to get cracked. And that'll set up a 4th and 8. We'll see what the Buccaneers do. They did decide to punt it away. 1st and 10. Matt Ryan stepping back, going deep to Calvin Ridley, who catches it once again. Fights his way out of bounds. And we got a close game down in Washington, by the way. Eagles 21, Washington 21. But look at this route here. Beautiful route just ran by Calvin Ridley. He is really a dominating player. 3rd and 11, though, later in the drive. Matt Ryan would step back in the pocket. What's he going to do here? He's going to dump it down to, once again, Calvin Ridley, who fights and picks up a decent gain there. That's his 3rd reception on the day. So here we go. Later as a handoff to Smith as they try and give him his touches as well. Don't want to just, run the rookie into the ground. We'll kind of try and split these carries here. 2nd and 2 now. Man in motion. It's a handoff to the fullback, and that's not going to work. So now it's 3rd and 2. This time handed to Steven Clemens, the rookie, who's going to get plenty there with the help of his offensive line. And Atlanta will settle for a field goal here as they drained out the clock. Buccaneers had to get a stop there, and they're unable to get it. So that is a very good drive to end it. Tom Brady going to take one last shot. Obviously, this game it's over, and he is going to take a sack by Luvu right there, and that'll be the end of the game. 20-10. 20-10, and I think Atlanta their offense played a lot better, and it's only going to improve. We want to improve the points that we're getting to, we want to get more, obviously. But I think we limited our turnovers this week dramatically compared to the 4 turnovers we had, coming into this game. Matt Ryan only threw 1 interception, and I think, honestly, the Buccaneers just didn't take a lot of shots. So far, these 2 teams that we've played, Panthers and the Buccaneers, both of these teams kind of played the same. They played similar. They're not taking any shots downfield. So I am going to try to adjust the sliders to see. I want to see more shots taken. I feel like the computer right now is playing just a tad bit too conservative. So maybe I'm going to. I hear that adjusting the time can affect that. So we're going to actually make the quarter length a little bit shorter with less clock runoff. So hopefully we'll still get around the same time frame, but that'll affect how the CPU calls their plays, and maybe they'll be a little more aggressive when there's less time on the clock. Because right now we're getting really good stats on paper, but and maybe it's just me, you guys let me know, but I feel like the computer isn't taking enough shots. Like Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Tom Brady, why are they not chucking it down the field? And again, maybe you guys are seeing something totally different, and it's actually looking really good on your viewpoint. So let me know down in the comments if you like the gameplay that you're seeing, if you like it, and I won't touch it. But I just want to try and get it to be more realistic to where they're actually taking their shots. I don't like when the computer dumps it down all the time. I get taking the safe route as always what you want to do, but you also want to take some shots. This is the NFL. You win games by taking risk. Now, look at that domination. I mean, Pittsburgh just crushed Cincinnati 44-0. That was probably the biggest thing I wanted to take a look at. But then when we got down here, we got down to Denver versus the Raiders, another rivalry, shutout, where Denver just crucified the Raiders. And if it wasn't for the Pittsburgh Bengals game, we would be talking about this one. So, I mean, what happened to the Raiders and what happened to the Bengals this week is just embarrassing. So, even though we may have played bad last week, at least we didn't get blown out like that. So, you guys can't say too much about that. Now, here's the rest of the week, the rest of the week at how it played out. Seahawks beat the Cardinals. A good defensive game down there in San Francisco as Detroit over San Francisco 16-13. The Packers bounced back, beating the Giants 38-35. And then obviously the Jacksonville Jaguars versus Tennessee. Now here are your players of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed. That's going to be it for this episode. If you are liking the series, man, smash that thumbs up and write something down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. But until next time, see you on the next one.